Though the Fleetway version of Dr Robotnik may share some similarities in appearance to the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog Robotnik, this is where the similarities end. Dr Robotnik in STC is one of the most evil and ruthless versions there is of all the many different Robotniks and Eggmans out there. So today I'm counting down 5 moments where Dr Robotnik in Sonic the Comic went seriously dark. Number 5. Death Egg Massacre. The Death Egg was nearing completion, and Grimmer, Robotnik's head scientist, wanted to show a glimpse of what the Death Egg was going to be truly capable of to Robotnik, so we have this simulation put in place. The Death Egg launches and Robotnik takes it down to the Emerald Hill Zone, Sonic's home zone. Sonic and Tails are dealing with a Badnik attack when the Death Egg attacks the Emerald Hill folk without mercy. Sonic and Tails arrive, calling Robotnik a maniac for what he's just done. Sonic sees the worrying situation he's now in. Tails tries to sneak up on the Death Egg, but Robotnik catches him and uses the Death Egg's death ray to completely vaporize him, killing the poor child. A furious Sonic, calling Robotnik a murderer, launches an aggressive attack, but Robotnik turns the death ray to full power and completely destroys the entire Emerald Hill Zone, killing all the Emerald Hill folk and Sonic within it. In the end, we see Sonic being torn apart as Robotnik laughs with joy. Number 4. Failure equals death. In this story, we get to see just what a day in the life of Dr. Robotnik is like, from his breakfast to his work in the laboratories. However, Robotnik makes one thing clear after receiving another setback at the hands of Sonic, and that's that Badniks who fail to capture or defeat Sonic are to be sentenced to death, as they are melted down and constructed into new Badniks. As we see, the Badniks are fully operational while they wait to jump to their doom. This is clear that the imprisoned Mobians are still inside them. Robotnik is sending these people to their death. It's a horrific measure and one that shows Robotnik doesn't take lightly to failure at all. One of the Badniks, as he's jumping in, says, "Praise the compassion of Dr. Robotnik." Number 3. Tearing families apart. There was word on the street that Robotnik was starting to go soft. This news came back to Robotnik. The furious tyrant was going to show every citizen a reason to fear the very mention of the name Dr. Robotnik. Robotnik would send his troopers across the entire metropolis zone, tearing families apart, as he imprisoned helpless and innocent people in awful conditioned prisons, while they wait to be taken to the feared processing plants. These ruthless actions by Robotnik went on for several months. Number 2. Tails dies again, this time for real. Robotnik has absorbed the very power of the Chaos and Master Emeralds and has therefore become a supreme being capable of anything he desires. In short, Robotnik has become a god. Robotnik zaps Sonic to a brand new timeline where Sonic never existed. In this new timeline we see a truly miserable world covered by Robotnik's evil. Amy and Johnny are no longer freedom fighters and Porker Lewis is now working for Robotnik. The Emerald Hill Zone is now a toxic waste dump. Sonic asks Robotnik what became of Tails. Robotnik asks, "Do you remember how you first met him?" Of course. Sonic first met Tails when he saved him from drowning in the aquatic ruin zone. But if Sonic was never there, then Tails drowned to death. Sonic literally breaks down as Robotnik laughs with joy in Sonic's face. Ecstatic to see Sonic broken because of his best friend's demise. A truly cold and chilling moment. Number 1. Suicidal. Years and years of continually being beaten by Sonic, Robotnik has had enough. Robotnik doesn't want to rule anymore. Robotnik wants to end it all. He wants everyone to die, even if it means himself included. Robotnik teams up with the Plaques, a race of alien androids. They plant a machine on both Earth and Mobius that siphons off the planet's life energy into another machine that Robotnik is plugged into. With the very life energy itself leaving both Earth and Mobius, the ecosystems begin to collapse and the planets begin to die. Volcanic eruptions, earthquakes and more natural disasters hamper Mobius. Mobians begin to perish under the dying planet as seen by the skull in this panel. The siphon energy has turned Robotnik into a supreme being, but worse than that, a suicidal supreme being. Even Grimmer cannot support Robotnik anymore. Sonic and the Freedom Fighters lead a desperate last attack on Robotnik and the Plaques. Grimmer intervenes and informs the Plaques that Robotnik will eventually betray them too. The Plaques scan Grimmer's mind to discover he is telling the truth. The Plaques leave and plan to kill Robotnik for this betrayal. However, with Robotnik's new powers, he has already become aware of the Plaques' change of heart. Robotnik murders the entire Plaques race with his awesome powers. Robotnik has turned into a muscular and large form. Sonic is now completely outmatched, even in speed. Robotnik then sucks the life out of Amy and Techno, turning them old. There is now no reasoning with Robotnik. He has gone completely off the deep end, and in this situation he is one of the most dangerous adversaries any Sonic has ever faced. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. This was of course just 5 Dark Robotnik moments. There are countless more, and it was hard to pick just 5. If you enjoyed this video, then a thumbs up would be very much appreciated, as it really helps the channel grow. Thank you.